Hello everyone. As you know, in my previous session, I discussed about the concept, meaning and purposes of micro teaching. Today, I shall discuss about the skills of micro teaching. In a very gist way, I will discuss the different skills that are involved in micro teaching. But before that, let us have a quick review of what we have done in my previous session. Well, friends, if you remember, I spoke about micro teaching with the aid of this mind mapping. Today, we shall brush up, as I said, we shall brush up what we have done. We understood that micro teaching is a vehicle to teacher training program. The term micro teaching has been coined by Allen and his group during the year 1960. The main purpose of micro teaching is to improve the skills of teachers. Therefore, it is regarded as the skill training technique. As Allen has defined micro teaching, it is a scaled down teaching encounter in class size and class time. It has been reduced to a small group, a small unit, and the time factor has been also reduced. Why it has done so? Because the main focus is mastering over one skill at one time. Clear? So this is what we have already discussed. Therefore, the class size needs to be reduced so that each individual can be given equal importance. I also stated about the supervisor who needs to be a trained observer in order to give a constructive feedback. And the main purpose, as I said, it is to improve the teacher training skills. Clear? Again, it focuses on sharpening and developing the specific teaching skills by eliminating the errors. I have also stated it with the aid of mind mapping. If you remember, I discussed about the purpose of micro teaching. In a way, it helps understand what behavior is desirable for classroom teaching. In this way, it increases the confidence of the trainees. It is meant for the pre-service and the in-service teachers. This training is needed for both the pre-service and the in-service teachers in order to boost up their teaching. I've also discussed about the cycle of micro teaching, wherein the lesson being planned, the teacher teaches the students. Accordingly, feedback is being gathered. Basing on the feedback, the lesson is replanned. Again, it is retaught and re-feedback is being taken. So this is the cyclic process of micro teaching. Okay, you should remember that one teaching skill is being taken up, and accordingly the whole process of teaching continues, and when the trainee masters the skill, he is being switched to the other skills. So regarding the components of micro teaching, we shall discuss taking into consideration each respective techniques. Okay, as you know, skills implies being expertise. When we say Mr. A possesses the skill, means he is expertise in that particular skill. Maybe the ability to write, maybe the ability to speak. Okay, so such skills are being possessed by an individual. So the target of the teacher training program is to develop the respective skills in the teachers. Therefore, micro teaching is regarded as an important technique for boosting up teaching among the teachers. Now, how a teacher delivers the lesson, how the teacher uses the board, the writing board, how the teacher asks the questions. Okay, overall, how the teacher manages the entire classroom situation. All these are being taken into account while dealing with micro teaching. Therefore, teaching skills is regarded as the set of teachers' behavior which are specially effective in bringing about the desired change in pupil. Clear? Let's come here. Now switching over to the teaching skills. The first and foremost is the skill of introducing the lesson. Okay. Next, it is the skill of explaining. How the teacher introduces the lesson, how the teacher starts up the lesson, how the teacher uses examples. Therefore, skill of illustrating with examples is another skill. Next, skill of using the writing board. This is also a very important skill that a teacher needs to possess. How the teacher makes use of the teaching aids, how the teacher probes the question, how the teacher reinforces the student, also stimulate the students, what are the stimulus variation the teacher applies, how the teacher brings about a closure of the day's lesson. So in this way, we see that each of the skills are very important. This is not hierarchically arranged. Okay, there is no specific order. I have listed out as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, but that doesn't mean there is an order that I'm following. Okay, so whichever skill the teacher wants to learn, the teacher can apply. Okay, basically under certain universities some basic core skills are being taught, but what I've decided is that each respective skills are so important that every teacher needs to know. Therefore, I have categorically arranged each of the skills, and accordingly I will touch upon each one of them separately with their components. Clear? So as you see, these are the important skills of micro teaching that a teacher needs to possess. Now, how the teacher introduces the lesson, as I said earlier, the teacher needs to be well prepared. with the lesson. How the teacher warms up the students, okay? How the teacher prepares the learners for the day's lesson. Accordingly, how the teacher starts up the explanation, how the teacher makes use of the different examples so as to allow the students to participate and pay attention to it. How the teacher meaningfully uses the writing board. How the teacher makes use of the teaching aids and devices. What are the type of questions the teacher is asking, and basing on the types of questions, how the student responses, and basing on the responses, how the teacher is providing the reinforcement. What are the different stimulus variation the teacher is making use of it? How the teacher distributes the time factor so that a meaningful closure is being drawn out. Clear? So in this way we see that basing on the time allotted for the day's class, the teacher has to distribute how much minute will the teacher take for introducing the lesson, and then explaining the lesson with the use of examples, illustrations, use of teaching aids and devices, letting the students participate, organizing some group activities. What is the ways that the teacher intends to seek responses from the students, how the teacher intends to reinforce the student, how the teacher intends to give feedback to the learners. Having done all those, how the teacher will close down the day's lesson is also very important. So in this way, we have seen that the different skills that are involved in micro-teaching are so very important for each and every teacher for making the teaching learning process meaningful and efficient. Okay, so today we have just taken an overview of what micro-teaching is, how Alan has defined the micro-teaching, clear, and what are the different skills that a teacher needs to be acquainted of. Okay, so in this way I shall end my day's session. In my next session, I shall touch upon the first skill, that is the skill of introducing the lesson. In this way, I shall discuss on each and every skills in my upcoming sessions. So thank you and stay fine.